Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and I'm excited because I am in beautiful Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and I am redoing a video on this 1965 Ford F100 that we sold back in 2020 during COVID. And so we've had this one up for sale. Our customer has decided to let her go after 4 years. She's a collector and just hasn't had time to drive this one as much as she's had time to drive her Nomad and some of her other antique vehicles. So anyways, when I sold it to her in 2020, this was a reliable turn the key running and driving truck. She shipped it here to New Mexico, put brand new tires on it, and the tires, the DOT dates on those are from 2020, so they're about 4 years old. They got about 400 miles on them. Just like she said, she's been driving back and forth to work, which is just a few miles away in it, a couple of times a week, and has not accumulated a ton of miles. So anyways, I would say that for the most part, I think this is in just about the same condition as when I sold it, minus a good detailing and maybe a couple of other little things. So let me take it for a drive. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep on doing the video right here first since we got a good spot. And the body on this is awesome. Very, very straight. I want to say at least minimal to no rust that I know of, but we'll go looking for it again because it's been a little bit since I've seen this truck. But I just took it for a nice long drive. The lights work, the turn signals work. It's got manual steering, manual brakes. It's got a single bowl master cylinder, and that's easily upgraded to a dual bowl. But it runs good, it stops good, and this gal who's been driving it is just a super cool chick who's really enjoyed it. We got the tailgate to open right now. If you just kind of give it a pull, sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't. There's two little pieces in there. They are working when you pull them together. So this just needs to be reattached, adjusted and reattached. So we've got a rubber floor mat on top of the old original steel bed and in great shape. We'll go up underneath it in a minute, and I may want to drive it first and then show you the undercarriage because I don't want to lay down in the dirt if I don't have to. So one of the things we were just saying to open with one hand is since it's been here in New Mexico, you would expect that it should have no rust, but maybe lots of dust. So, of course, this was a Southern States truck before I sold it to her, but it's been here for the last 4 years. And it like I said, what it's missing from what we would normally do if it was at our shop before we put it up for sale is a good detailing. And so you'll notice that good old power of dad spit right there, not just for getting stains out of my girls' dresses, but you notice that if you just give this thing a good cleaning and detailing, it would shine right back up. Looking at this hood, I don't see any rust. All around the front, we've got inner fender wells and firewall are in great shape. Manual bowl. The great thing about these trucks too, really easy to buy parts for. There's lots of catalogs, online catalogs. They'll mail you catalogs if you like to do it old school. Amazon, eBay. You can buy parts for this thing in all kinds of places. So one thing that a lot of guys do, if you wanted to, now I'm going to tell you, we're going to take it for a drive. The brakes stop straight, but they stop like manual brakes. So a dual bowl master cylinder is available as an upgrade, pretty affordable. And even if you wanted to, you could put what they call the coffee canister booster on it, and that would give you power brakes with a dual master cylinder. I don't think it needs that. I'm only mentioning it as a potential mechanical upgrade. It's got a newer Holley carb on it. And the one thing that our customer said is, she said, I'll tell you one thing, since you sold it to me, every single time I come out here and turn the key, it fires right up. It has been very reliable. So, really clean underneath. And from what I remember about this truck, there's a little crust there and some just some filler put on that almost, but for the most part, I remember this truck being, there's a little spot there where a patch was done years ago. The rockers are in great shape. It's got cherry bombs. They sound awesome. Underneath the back, you can see the original bed from underneath as well. All in great shape. I'm trying really hard not to lay down like I normally do. A couple little spots. So there's a spot of rust there. So not a rust-free truck. Looks like there was a patch done right there on the floor pan. The rest of the floor pan looked good. Original cab corner from the inside. 9-inch rear end. Like I said, looking good from underneath. A couple of little crusty spots if you're getting really, really picky. But this is a driver, you know, we're not advertising this as a show truck. And I don't see any new rust or currently growing rust. Like I said, dust, not rust, here in New Mexico. Windows roll up and down easily. Vent windows open and close. So the original bench seat was taken out years ago, replaced with these bucket seats. Now, if you want to go back to a bench seat, I talked to a couple of guys about it. I'm a purist. I'm the guy who would probably eventually put the original seat back in it. You can find them in all different ways. Again, hop online, Facebook Marketplace, or even junkyards. And then you can hop on a catalog and get just about any kind of seat cover you want. The headliner's starting to come down a little bit. That could be put back up, I believe, because it's overall in great shape. In fact, just almost wants to stay when I push it up like that. It's got the sun visors, which is nice. Custom cab. Paperwork in the glove box. Carpets in older condition, but still pretty good shape. No rips or tears. No rips or tears in the seats. Now the upside to these old school buckets, I don't know what they got them out of. Looks like a GM maybe, but they're very comfortable. One tiny little, looks like maybe a cigarette stain there from forever ago. Carpets, like I said, looks really good. Emergency brake is not pulling. That would be something that if you wanted the emergency brake to work, you would want to do a repair on. Window on this side as well. Works good. The vent window opens up. There was some sun, what do you call this stuff? The sun visor or the sun window tint, that's what it's called. And it was starting to peel, so we went ahead and just pulled it off actually now. I thought about maybe peeling this one too, but this one's still in great shape. Dome light actually still works, which is great. And all the lights working. It's got a newer tank in it. I think that tank was put in before I bought it back in 2020. So step sides look great. Bottoms of the doors, rust free. Check that bottom of the door on the other side. Yeah, so what's funny is we have almost sold this truck a couple of times, and the feedback was unanimous. We need a new video. We need new pictures. And so, hey, it's got this, chrome-like door edging on it. She said it was starting to peel off. She went ahead and peeled it off on the other side. Nice thing about that, you can clean that off with some goof off. And what I would do is just buy some new, put it back on. So you can see that it came off here. But it's really affordable and easy to put on. Little toolbox in the back. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Got a gun rack in here. Great place to put tools or whatever. Glass is all in great shape as well. I don't see any chips or cracks on the windshield. Okay, I lied. There's a little one there. And then actually we do have a touch of a windshield stripe here. And sometimes, or wiper stripe. Sometimes those can be buffed off. My favorite thing has been that every time I've gone to turn the key, oh, it's wanting to be there we go. Love the way this engine sounds. And she's cold, so she's still warming up. I'm gonna take her for a quick drive. our friend here was saying that she had she said she's cold natured, just to warm her up a little bit. We'll just pull on the choke just a hair, level, even it out until she warms up. It's got 3-point seat belts, which is nice. And what's nice about being able to do this video by myself is that it's an automatic transmission. The old 3-speed automatic. Here's something vibrating over there. You never know what that might be. So yeah, this is feeling a little familiar for me. I don't film videos where I on the road that I live on, because we live on a gravel road in Georgia. But I'll tell you what, this is the first video I've shot of a vehicle we're helping sell anywhere near the Rocky Mountains. It is a beautiful, beautiful little neighborhood here. And I was excited to tell our friend, hey, we're staying with some good friends about 5 minutes down the road. I'd love to come by and shoot new pictures and shoot a new video so we can give people an update since it's been 4 years. And man, I mean, this truck drives awesome. And once you're rolling any more than about 5 miles an hour, I swear I thought it had power steering when we were driving it just now, and popped the hood. Nope, it doesn't have power assisted steering. It's manual. But if you're if you're at a dead stop or trying to pull into a tight parking spot, you'll notice. But if you're just cruising along like I am right now, I mean, I'm just, even once I get up to just a couple miles an hour, and the wheel just spins nice and easy. Now the indicator on the inside is letting us know that the turn signal is working on the one side and not the other, because the indicator bulb may be out. It's possible. But by the way, we're doing 45-50 here, coming into this there's a little vineyard and nursery, and I'm gonna pull in and see if we can get a few more any other details, and I'm gonna see if I can get my photos over here. It's so beautiful. What a great spot. Wipers work. This thing drives awesome. Now, something over there is vibrating just a little bit. Gosh, I love that sound of that 352. And from what I remember, this is the original engine. It has had, let me pop the hood. There we go. Not always easy to do by one hand. And just, I mean, this thing purrs like a kitten. There's no exhaust leaks. The oil is clean. Transmission shifts perfectly. And like I said, from what we were told, I never pulled the numbers. Ford engine numbers are hard. They're harder to pull than Chevrolet engine numbers. But what I was told was that this was the original setup engine, original drivetrain. And so I won't say all original matching numbers, but as official, but that's what we think it is. So anyways, what a great truck. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Like I said, this was just a really cool, rare opportunity to show up. Really, we're going on a little adventure quest with my daughters, a little adventure out to Grand Canyon and some other places out west. And so I just had the rare opportunity. By the way, this is a short bed, and I've just got it on pano. So if I turn the corner on it, it's just, I can't quite get it so if I turn the corner on it, it may look like a long bed if I do that, but it's not. It's a short bed truck, style side. And I mean, I'm so happy that we got to be here and give an update on this truck. I actually had a couple of people saying, if I just had a new video and if I just had fresh pictures, I want to see what it looks like today. Oh, one thing I failed to mention is, so very straight body all along. The paint feels like it's kind of, I don't know if you want to say faded per se, but it's not actually. Maybe in a couple spots like this it is, but overall, actually she tried to wax it and then didn't have the buffer, and then she said, well, I was kind of afraid to hit it with the buffer too hard. And I said, that's okay, I'll disclose that, because if you look on this side especially, you can see that what's here, I was trying to find a spot for the darn sun, but again, if you can see that, once we wipe through that, there's a little bit of a haze on it from wax. I think if you hit the truck with a buffer, it would buff right up and shine really good. To me, the value in this truck is it's ready to run and drive as is. Throw a new, register it, get your Haggerty's insurance, classic car insurance on it, and start driving it right now. The lights work, turn signals work. The horn doesn't work. It does have seat belts, and it's got new tires. The brakes work great. So in other words, this is the driver, ready to go as is. And then, it's winter's coming up. I would drive this truck through the fall. Once the snow starts falling, depending on where you're at, it's time for, doing little projects and tinkering. So anyways, it's PeachtreeClassicCars.com. My cell phone number's on there. You can reach me directly, and look forward to hearing from you.